You tried to trip up the
I
white
didn't.
woman.
Obviously, I'm not advocating for mass murder.
Increase our tourism amongst white men.
I want to like burn a couple of acres of rainforest down.
I am so afraid of bisexuals.
There was genuinely lead in my pipes growing up. Okay, do we have to cut this out? Do you own an NFT? Hi everyone, I'm HTMLJONES and welcome to Emotional Labour, where we do the discourse so you don't have to. Our guest today is the multi-talented comedian, social media influencer, and British Columbian icon. That's British Columbian as in the very exciting country and not the very boring Canadian province, Crispy Lou.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. That's
Added
Colombia with 2 O's, no U's.
No U's.
I've got nothing left.
Exactly, very different. What slurs should white bisexuals say? Dealer's choice.
I am so afraid of bisexuals on the internet.
White bisexual.
Let me be clear.
Let's be clear.
I don't want to be accused of biphobia. I am so afraid of bisexuals, afraid. I feel like a tree could shake and someone would accuse me of biphobia. So.
Oh, does that mean you're saying bisexuals are sensitive? Wow. Wow, Crispy Lou. Wow. I see how it is.
Or pansexuals, or
Are you saying they're the same? Okay, you know what? Let's move on. Which is better, Cheerios or Shreddies?
Do you want to know the thesis on this? These are like the white man's food to keep you like unhealthy and ill. What you need to be doing is getting your porridge oats in. Overnight oats mix, put it in the fridge the night before. Monday morning, have it ready to go, shot back before work. And then you're at the top of your form to deal with those sneaky little microaggressions.
British Columbian, very different. Do you put any like berries or fruits in there, or is it just plain oats? Gruel.
Just literally gruel with a bit of cocoa powder in it, because, you know.
Fish heads as well, proper Victorian stuff. You know,
HTML, I am gay.
How is that related?
How dare you? Because the correlation of I am gay, I am vegan. How can I have fish heads?
That's on me. I was going to try and get you this question because, you know, both Cheerios and Shreddies are owned by Nestle. But you've actually got me there.
I got you. You tried to trip up. You tried to trip up the white woman.
I know.
Uno reverse.
Honestly, we're going to have to, you're the host now. You're going to have to take over the show.
I am a host.
Have you got a question for me?
Yes, give me your thoughts on the Ukraine. In under 30 seconds, how we can solve it. Passing the mic over.
Listen to John Lennon, Imagine, take acid.
I see. You know, so you're saying get all the men together in a room, have them take shrooms or acid, develop that thing we call empathy, war over.
Well, no, not necessarily. They could also just overdose. Depends what we give them. Either way, right? Obviously, I'm not advocating for the mass murder of the leaderships.
Because that'd be
very illegal.
Bad.
That would be a little bit bad. How will you be celebrating the Queen's birthday?
On an unfortunately real note, cannot comment on the royal family. I've just had to work with them before, so I have signed NDAs.
Okay, do we have to cut this out?
I mean, I'm sure no one cares, but it's more just like, Crispy Lou cannot comment on something.
Jesus Christ. If it turns out like it comes out you're like Prince Andrew's PA or something, that's going to be fun.
No, I would not. But yes.
Cancelled for rural connections. If you could design a TikTok filter to specifically exploit the self-esteem issues and vulnerabilities of young people, what would it be?
I think I would have a filter that every time a boy or a man speaks, it would undermine them. Or we don't even need it to be complex. Just Drew Afalo's laugh, her shriek in the background when they go. So women these days, you just hear her like bubbling shriek underneath, and they think, better rethink that. You know?
That's amazing. Sonic terrorism, in a way. We love to see it.
Sonic terrorism, 100%. Yeah, those are my FARC roots coming through. I'm always thinking about the next guerrilla.
Colombia is named after famed genocidal maniac Christopher Columbus. If you could change the country's name, what would you change it to?
The first thought that comes to mind is some riff or pun on Pablo Escobar. I think it was just yesterday I got a joke about that, completely out of the blue. I would name it that if it would increase our tourism amongst white men. The caveat being, the second they land, they are fed to Escobar's hippos.
I hear they can run up to 40 miles an hour and they can bite through a man's head one.
I mean, I can do the same, but failing that, if that scheme does not get passed in the Colombian Congress, something indigenous.
Hell yeah.
You know, which is very activism-y, but as you can tell from my face, from mi pinta, it's not exactly like I've got loads of knowledge in that area. So,
Crispy Lou, do you own an NFT?
I don't. Do you?
You don't? No, okay. I do not. I do not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Not yet. But we are going to be selling this entire YouTube video as a series of individual NFTs split up by their video frames.
You're going to make bank. You're going to become a crypto bro.
I want to like burn a couple of acres of rainforest down per video, ideally.
When I think of HTML Jones, that's what I think of.
Will Smith recently slapped Chris Rock for publicly shaming his wife's medical condition.
Her.
And if you could slap one comedian, who would it be?
Good question. Can I turn it back on you? Who would you slap?
Oh, there's so many. There's most of them, honestly. Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle, basically anyone who's ever done stand-up, I say I would like to slap.
I think I would choose Ellen DeGeneres.
That's a good one.
I'd like to see the facade crumble. I would like that backstage persona to jump out, you know?
You wiped off her face, the rage.
She says that she didn't get the invite for my birthday party. And I'd also deliver it with the "Be kind to people" slogan, because she is notoriously anti-union and terrible to her underlings.
Oh yeah, she's anti-kindness as well, I hear.
Exactly.
I genuinely watched an episode from like the latest series, and you can see behind her
Did you
eyes.
undergo a serious head trauma?
I did, but that was unrelated. This was just for work.
Okay.
You can see that like there's really nothing going on there. She's carrying on like a zombie. The audience is still insane because like in America, I guess it's just enough people where there's going to be some sort of Ellen-based demographic regardless.
They're high on so much high fructose corn syrup. They're just like, it's all a mirage to them.
That's it. It's the fluoride and the corn syrup, you know, made by the UN.
We have fluoride here, HTML. I think.
Do we?
It's good.
Do we?
It's good for our teeth. It's good for our teeth.
This is news to me. We're drinking fluoride.
It's good for. Look at our gnashers.
As another aside, there was genuinely lead in my pipes growing up as a kid. So I've like almost definitely got like a low level of like lead poisoning. That's 100% true. I'm not making that up.
You know, I hear that. I think settlement.
You try and get money out of angry water, it's an uphill struggle.
I hear you suddenly develop brain and behavior disorders, and who's to pay?
You say suddenly. This has actually started to add up.
Your phone's going to ring and it's going to be someone telling you you're entitled to a payout.
Finally, more of a formality, but can you name your favorite South Asian music artist?
MIA.
MIA, excellent choice. Okay, can you name your favorite South Asian music artist who has released an album after 2014?
No. You've got me there.
I'm right here, Crispy Lou. I can't believe you did save me. Wow.
Love Trapezium.
The disrespect.
Love Trapezium.
Yeah.
And not only have they released stuff in the last year too, and I've heard stunning in-person events. With very affordable tickets also.
This is very true. And finally, Crispy Lou, thank you so much for your time. You've been an amazing guest. Does every golden retriever boyfriend deserve a loving home?
No.
Should they be put down?
Yes.
Thank you for your time. You've been amazing.
You're more than welcome.
Give it up, everybody. Hey.
If you don't redact that thing about the Queen, you will have the SAS coming for you.
This is the final episode as well of Emotional Labour because I will be dead. I'll be found.
Do Asians deserve rights?
I will be found hanged in my cell.
But what a good first season.